Alright, simple question for you. Have you kept trying something but you keep failing? Are you failing at something that you really want to do and just don't seem to succeed? Are you kind of frustrated that there is no progress? Well, if so is the case, this is the video that you must watch. Okay, I'm going to just share with you very simple stuff that you must have heard on my channel or you must have known, but it serves as a reminder. So just watch this video at 1.5x or 2x speed just to get the nuggets. And my sincere, genuine intention is it helps you. Okay? Now, I'll tell you, see, my addiction has been food. I was 125 kilos. And, I could never get over food, man. Every few minutes, had to put something in my mouth. Either chips or crisps, as you call it, chocolates, nibbles, bites, while drinking Red Bull. Every day, I would drink 6 Red Bulls. Man, I had to keep drinking and eating something or another. Chicken pieces, kebab pieces. My hunger would never end. And I loved food. I just loved. So I ballooned up to 125 kilo. My stomach was so big, so big. And if you follow my channel now, you must have realized that today is my 7th day without food. 7 days. Okay, just imagine, for a guy who was addicted to food, how is it possible he stays 7 days without food, only drinking water? I'm going to do 15 days, okay, without food. Now, there are a couple of key steps that will help you achieve any goal like this. And I'll give them to you. See, for me at least it worked. The first most important one which I've always stated to you is, you must know why. Why are you doing what you're doing? That why, if you can answer now, it'll change your life. Like for example, someone who's a drug addict, someone who's a smoker, a drinker, alcoholic, someone who loves having sex with many partners, someone who lives a loose lifestyle or in jail, who commits crimes. If you notice, these people, at some point they change, and when they give an interview or when they, confess why did they change or how did they change, they always give a reason. Yeah, I saw my born daughter in my arms and I couldn't help but change. I wanted my daughter not to see a father like this, or I saw my son, I held my son in my hands and my son was, he meant the world to me, and I didn't want my son to go down this path. Even gangsters say that. And then you get people who say that, I was living this loose life where I couldn't take it anymore. The person I was about to marry, I didn't want her to suffer. Like I saw one video where one guy was, 800 pounds or 500 pounds, I'm not too sure. 800 pounds. And his wife was thin and slim. And they knew each other from school days. And he lost the weight because of her. He didn't want her to, be with someone who was so fat and who could die at any point of time. So if your why is very strong now, if you know why you're doing what you're doing, you will, there's no one who can stop you and you'll never fail. There are many people who are addicted to gambling, smoking, drinking. They change because they see, oh, my son or my daughter will go down this path. Now, obviously, if you're not married, you can't give this reason. But try to find out a reason that matters. I know if you say, oh, if you study hard, your career will be good, doesn't motivate many people. But keep trying to search and find out a why. And when you find that why, I'll tell you, automatically you will go. For me, it is very simple. Initially, when I used to do my fast, I used to do it for, healing, removing the cancerous cells in my body, reversing diabetes, blood pressure. I wanted to get in health. My lower back was paining, my knees were busted, my whole body was damaged and I couldn't function. So once I found out, I'm going to suffer and die like this. I made a conscious decision. And also because, I'm a coach. I train, mentor people. If I can't straighten my life, how can I straighten other people's lives? Now, that was the first time. But now why I'm doing it is not for other people or anyone else. I'm doing it for me. And it's very simple. Like right now, the 15-day fast, I'm not doing it for health. I'm already good health. I have very low, fat around, I think it's BMI. And I don't have any issues. But why am I doing it? I'm doing it because, one sec. I'm doing it because I've set a challenge and I failed. And I failed multiple times at doing this 15-day fast. After I did the 11-day, I could not wrap my head around doing 15-day. After I did 11 days, I couldn't wrap my head to do 15-day. And after the 11th day, I started binging, eating kadak chai and those Powerball, dried fruits and nuts covered with white chocolate. I used to binge eat 4-5 of them per day, drink 4-5 cups of kadak chai with sugar, started eating crisps. I was going out of control. I was like, I need to start this again. But no matter how many times I tried, I kept failing. And I even put up the videos and people saw it. I tried first 4 days, I was miserable. I couldn't manage and I gave up on the 4th day. But this time, I'm succeeding. And people know, I have even mentioned this. I stated before, if my wife and baby come back, it'll be impossible for me to lose weight. But guess what? My wife and baby came back. And I'm doing it. Why? Because I knew what is the reason I have to do it. And I'm on 7th day, I'll complete 15. So the first one is, please have your why. If you have your why very strong, and keep searching for it if you don't have it. That's number one. Number two is, look, this is a fact. You're going to fail. When you try something new, when you try something out of your comfort zone, you will fail repeatedly. The problem is we tend to see people when they are the most successful on TV, on Instagram, on Facebook. Oh, he succeeded, he lost this weight, he gained success in business, or he's become the CEO, or he got the love of his life. See how successful he is. He's driving a Lamborghini, he is having millions. What you don't tend to see is the failures. How many failures, how many attempts did they fail? So that is what you need to notice and keep in mind. And they don't talk about it because it's pointless. Nobody gets inspired if you tell them I failed. But for me, because YouTube for me is a way to communicate with the masses, I've openly shared my failures. I've told you, food where I failed, relationships where I failed. Even this diet, I kept trying, I kept failing, kept trying, kept failing. It became a joke where people saying, what the hell man, who the hell is interested? But I kept at it. So remember this, when you try something new, you will fail. But the question is, what do you do after you fail? Do you just lie in the gutter? You fell down. You're in the dirt. Do you stay there? No, you get up, right? So get up and try again. Keep trying. Take a break 1 day, 2 days. Keep trying again. That's what I kept doing. I kept trying, kept trying. Okay, I tried for fasting today. I'm going to start fasting. I failed after 3 hours. Okay, this is after doing 11 days. 3 hours I could not do it. Because that food addiction was driving me mad. I said, okay, I'm going to try again. I'll do till 3 o'clock and I ate at 12. Okay, I'll try again at 6. I ate at maybe 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Then I tried doing a full day, but I gave up half the day. So I didn't stop. Even if it's reading a book, even if it is studying for an exam, even if it is losing weight, even if it is your career, your job, you will fail. But if you fail, you fell down, get up and try again. The next point, number 3, what I'll give you is, you should do it every single day. Every single day, I put a video. Yesterday I was speaking to a client. He said, "Man, I'm blown away how you put 7,500 videos. I can't imagine." He said, to put one video for me was a nightmare. You have done 7,500. I said, "Yeah, because I have an everyday goal. And every single day, I stick to my goal. I made it such a routine, I don't even have to think about it." You need to have a routine where you have the bare minimum and you have to do it every single day. Just do it. Don't think about it. Get up and do it. So whether if you want to lose weight in the gym, get up, go to the gym. Or if you have to study, get up, study. Don't think, don't analyze, nothing. Okay? So whether it is getting a job, get up, apply. So do it every single day. The next point number 4 is you have to, if you find it hard to train 1 hour in the gym, do half an hour. If you find it half an hour is tough, do 15 minutes. You find 15 minutes, do 10 minutes, 5 minutes. If you find that also hard, get up, get out of the house, take a walk for 1 minute. That's it. Do something every day. If you are finding 50 push-ups hard, or doing 20 push-ups 10 times, do 20 push-ups 5 times. That is hard. 20 push-ups 1 time. That is hard. 10 push-ups. That is hard. 5. That is also hard. Do 1. Just 1. There's no excuse you can't do 1, man. So like, let's say reading a book. If you have decided I'll read 50 pages a day, make the goal simpler. Why don't you read 10 pages? If 10 is hard, read 1 page. 1 page hardly takes 1 minute or 30 seconds. So if you can't do even 30 seconds in 24 hours, then don't have the goal. Why are you bullshitting yourself? If you don't have the interest for 30 seconds, just read 30 seconds, man. Come on. 1 push-up or 1 company you apply. Do something, 1 thing. So the bare minimum every day and make it a routine. See, the next point that I'll give you, point number 6, is point number 5 or 6? I think 5. The next thing is, make sure your environment supports your growth. Environment means your friends, where you stay, where you live. If I want to lose weight and in my room I have chocolates, I have chips, I have candy, I have eatables, I'll not succeed. By the way, I have it, but I don't feel anything because I've crossed that stage. But for people with, say, lesser willpower or starting new, don't have it in the house. Get rid of it. Or if you don't want to throw it because you feel, oh, I paid money for this, give it to someone and let them keep it in their house. Don't have anything that tempts you or makes you fail. If you have an exercise schedule, keep your shoes, your track pant, your clothes, your gym bag, everything ready, the night before. So keep it close to you. And don't put so many things like when you're wearing that you have to take 45 minutes to dress up your tights and this and that. Just put, like for example me, if I have to go for a walk, simple shorts. Okay, I agree, you can't go topless. But you understand, do the bare minimum, make it easy, and have an environment that supports you. If you want to lose weight, but your friends are hogging and eating in front of your face, you'll not succeed. If you want to give up smoking, but all your friends are smokers, you'll not succeed. Even same with drinking. And if you start going to nightclubs and all that, your friends hang out and call you there, no. You can't give up your bad habits and when others around you are promoting it or living it or sharing it with you. Then see, the next one is you need to really set the standards and make a decision. Once you made the decision, don't go back. Because if you go back to it, let's say for example you decided, I'm not going to hang out with this person, okay? and one fine day you start hanging out, the temptations will come back, right? So, like, okay, you don't want to watch porn, fine. If you don't want to watch porn, but then you sit in front of your computer and you log into it, well, chain of events will start, no? I know it's hard, it's very hard to justify, but keep this in mind. And to succeed for this, I'll give you the next point, and this might be the final one. You cannot stop one habit and leave a void. Let's say you're smoking and you want to give up smoking, but what will you do instead of smoking? So then your mind will itch, your body will get restless, you will keep thinking what to do. Even for me, I'm not eating food now, so it's driving me mad. So what do? So what I've decided is I'll keep doing something or another that keeps me busy. So I go out, I drop my daughter to school, I go with my wife for shopping, which I was not doing, my wife was doing it. Then after that I go for a trip to the mall, I might go for a walk, I'll make the video when walking. I just write down a list of activities that I can do, that I can keep myself busy. So eating food was one habit. What did I replace this? Instead of sitting at home being bored and thinking about food 24/7, easiest thing is get out of the house and do something. So when there's nothing else to do, I'm not going. I clean up my room, I keep things in place, I started downloading new movies, I'm sorting them out, I'm deleting old movies, so I'm keeping myself busy. If you don't keep yourself busy, idle mind is the devil's workshop. So, one sec, let me drink. Hey, doggy. Cute doggy. Hey, nice dog. So, just keep yourself busy, man, and replace that habit with something else. Maybe instead of hanging out with your friends in the nightclub, go to a gym. Instead of, let's say, maybe, I'm not too sure if this works. Instead of porn, start playing video games. Okay? If you're finding it hard to study because you're constantly distracted with your phone and the apps and the chat, uninstall it and give your phone to somebody else and, switch off the internet. Then you're forced to study, right? Sometimes I tell people, drive down very far to a coffee shop without your phone, sit there with your books, and then you don't have an option. You will study. So there is a solution for everything. If you're determined, you will figure it out. And last if not the least, as a bonus, ask people who have succeeded. Surround yourself with people who inspire you. Have a mentor or have a company, group of friends who are actually doing that habit. Like if you join a marathon runners club, because everyone is running, you'll be under peer pressure and you'll, join them, and very soon a bond will be formed, friendship will be formed, and you all will run together. And then automatically when they say follow up with you, hey, where are you, man, come down, let's run. And then when you see others doing better, you'll also want to do better. You'll be inspired to do better. So that is a good thing. So surround yourself. Like in my WhatsApp groups, we have this self-improvement group where these youngsters, they keep, you must have seen this guy comment under every video of mine. Name is Swastik Patel. He keeps sharing his goal and telling, okay, I'm going to read a book, I'm going to do this, I'm going to study today for 3 hours, 5 hours. And people who are like him in the group, they also say, okay, you're studying, I'll also study. You're reading, I'll also read. And in the evening, he shares what has been the update. He doesn't succeed every time. Sometimes he says, today I wanted to study for 5 hours. After 1 hour, I got bored. Or I wanted to read 10 pages. I just read 2. So they encourage him. They tell him, come on, man, don't give up. Let's do it again. Let's try. So you need this supportive circle. And yes, if you have a mentor, if you have a coach, nothing like it. Anyway, see, there are many other tactics, from writing down on an Excel sheet every single day, like a journal, which I also recommend. I used to do this, but for me, that I do it only when there are special occasions. Like now, when I'm losing weight, I actually jot down every day what is my weight. Every day I have a journal entry, what has been the progress, and what I need to do to help me get better. So I can see the progress in numbers. That inspires me, because I see progress every day. And yes, when you watch videos, when you read books, read stuff related to what you're doing. That will push you to, that will keep you in the zone. For me, whenever I feel bored or anything, I watch videos of people who have done 30 days, 60 days. I listen to the techniques that they have adopted, the strategies they have done. I listen to their struggles. And then I think to myself, I'm doing only 15 days. But here are people who have done, 1 month and 2 months, and they have succeeded. And if they have done it, what is my excuse? Why am I crying about it? I shouldn't be crying about it. I should do it. So that is, that also helps. And if you are focused on that, nobody can stop you, man. I'll tell you. It's all about being determined and saying to yourself, I'm not going to give up no matter what. So, when you have that mindset, like I've always said, if you're obsessed and you're determined, even if you fail, you'll get up. Even if you didn't find the answer, you look for it. And no matter what, nobody can stop you. If you have that resolve, then you'll succeed, and give it time. I did not, come out into this world and I was perfect. I had to discipline myself like a muscle. First, you can't lift, let's say 100 kilos. So you start at 10, then you go 15, 20, 30, 50, and eventually you get to 100. So it's a step-by-step process. So yeah, this is what I wanted to share with you. I hope these points really help you. I genuinely hope. And see, right now I'm on the 7th day without food. It's tough. It's not easy. I'll tell you, really tough. I don't know if you can make out from my face, but it is really tough. But I have my why. I have my Excel sheet where I notice my update. I know why I'm doing it. I'm determined. I failed many times before, but I didn't give up. I kept trying. And I keep watching YouTube videos. I keep sharing my updates with my groups, whether people respond or don't. And eventually, I know I'll get there. My wife today just now told me, you look so thin, please stop, it's enough. We know you can lose it. I said no, immediately, without thinking. Because I knew my wife would soften down and, tell me, don't do it. She's a well-wisher. She loves me. She cares about me. But, sometimes just because someone loves you and cares about you or has good intentions doesn't mean they'll give you the good or the right advice. Good intention doesn't equate to a good strategy. Remember this much. You can quote these words. Good intention doesn't equate good strategy. That is why many parents, they'll say, oh, pray to God, or believe in God, or just do this, marry this girl, or do this, do that. Sometimes it can be the worst thing. So anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You agree, disagree, whatever your thoughts. Okay? And I'd like to know what's your opinion. Alright? Having said this, good, bad, ugly, feel free, comment down below. This is me signing off. Okay? You guys take care. Ciao.